A trap has been set for your son, open now. My beloved child. Don't skip this message. Something you've been ignoring for days is now standing right behind your peace. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to reveal will shake every thought you ever had about protection, destiny, and unseen forces. Listen carefully. There's a silent movement happening, so quiet that even your son doesn't know he's walking straight into it. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because every trap begins with comfort, and that's exactly what's being used right now. You've noticed it, haven't you? Those sudden delays, that one strange call, the unexpected silence at moments you can't explain. These aren't coincidences. They're signals, placed there to test your reaction. Don't scroll. Don't look away. You must understand that the world doesn't always move against you directly, sometimes it targets what you love most. And in your case, it's your son. Something, or someone, has been waiting. Not for days. Not for weeks. For the right moment. And that moment has just arrived. There's a plan in motion, a setup designed so perfectly that even those closest to you can't see it. They'll call it luck. They'll say it's routine. But deep down, you'll feel it. The strange unease. The invisible warning. And when you feel it, that's not paranoia. That's truth trying to whisper before it's too late. Stay till the end. Because in the next few seconds, I'll show you what no one else has dared to tell you. Something huge is waiting for you, something that will make sense of every sleepless night and every instinct you ever ignored. Don't skip. Keep watching. Because what's coming next changes everything. My dear one. Don't skip, because this is the moment where everything starts to connect. You might think this is just another story, but it's not. Something real, something hidden, is already moving beneath the surface. Stay till the end. Because what I'm about to unfold isn't a warning, it's a revelation. You see, the trap wasn't built overnight. It was designed, layer by layer, by minds that study weakness. They don't attack through violence, they attack through silence. Through convenience. Through trust. And right now, your son is standing on a path that looks safe. But the truth is, it was laid out for him. Each step he takes feels like his own choice. Yet every turn has already been decided. You've noticed changes, haven't you? His behavior. His sudden distance. The way his phone lights up at hours it never used to. The way he smiles, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes anymore. Don't skip, stay till the end. Because what you're feeling isn't paranoia. It's intuition. The one thing they can't control. There's someone he's recently met. A voice that sounds helpful, calming, reassuring. But behind that voice lies a calculated plan. A setup meant to disconnect him, isolate him, and finally, claim what's yours. This isn't random. It's precise. It's personal. And here's the most shocking part. The person who set the trap once stood close to you. Too close. Someone who smiled when you smiled. Someone who disappeared right when life started to feel calm. Stay till the end. Because what happens next will test your strength like never before. Every truth that was buried will start to rise. Every fake friend will show their real face. Don't scroll. Something huge is waiting for you. And before this message ends, you'll know exactly who's behind the trap. My precious child. Don't skip this part, because the real storm begins now. Stay till the end. You're about to hear something that will make your heartbeat slow, your thoughts freeze, and your instincts scream, finally, it all makes sense. Listen closely. The one who set this trap didn't walk in through your door. They entered through trust. Through the smallest favor, the softest word, the kindest smile. That's how deception always begins, gentle, familiar, safe. Your son was never the main target, he was the bridge. The connection. They needed access to you, and he was the way in. Everything that's been happening, every delay, every technical issue, every forgotten message, wasn't random. It was architecture. Stay. Don't scroll. You'll want to know why they chose this moment. Because they've studied your patience. They know your habits. They know when you wake, when you rest, and what breaks your calm. And right now, they believe you're distracted enough not to notice. But you did notice, didn't you? That one sudden change in your son's eyes. That small, uneasy tone when he said, "It's fine, don't worry." It wasn't fine. He's been sensing it too. Don't skip. What you're about to hear could protect everything you've built. There's a digital footprint, a message that wasn't meant for your eyes. It was sent last night, from a location you wouldn't expect. Hidden behind a friendly contact name. It contained a single phrase that changed everything. He's ready. Move now. Stay till the end. Because that message was intercepted, not by mistake, but by someone who's still on your side. Someone who refused to let the plan succeed quietly. And that's why you're hearing this now. Because time is running shorter than you think. Something huge is waiting for you, a piece of truth so powerful that once you see it, you'll never look at anyone the same way again. Don't skip. Don't look away. Because in the next part, you'll discover the identity of the person who triggered it all. The one who knows your son's every move. And the one who thought you'd never find out. My chosen one. Don't skip, this is where the mask finally begins to fall. Stay till the end, because the truth you've been sensing is no longer hiding in shadows, it's stepping right into the light. Every trap has a maker. Every silence has a voice behind it. And the one who built this web around your son, never worked alone. There's a team, a pattern, a purpose. But at the center of it all, there's one familiar name. Listen carefully. This person doesn't live far away. They know your voice. They've heard you laugh. They've watched you trust. And lately, they've been asking questions. Innocent on the surface, but sharp underneath. Questions like, is your son still using that old account? Or, does he still talk to those friends from before? Don't skip. Because those weren't casual questions, they were confirmations. Proof that the trap was ready to be triggered. You see, the real plan wasn't just to harm, it was to divide. To make your son doubt you. To make you question your own intuition. To make the bond between you collapse. Stay till the end. Because there's something huge you need to know. The one feeding them information wasn't a stranger. It was someone who once called you family. But here's where everything flips. They didn't realize someone has been watching them too. Recording. Tracking. And what's coming next will expose their every secret move. Don't scroll. Because before this night ends, you'll hear the first piece of undeniable proof. A clue that was hidden in plain sight. A message disguised inside something ordinary. Something your son already received. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, that message will be revealed. Word for word. And once you hear it, you'll finally understand why destiny chose you to uncover it. Don't skip. What's coming will change everything. My dear one. Don't skip this part, this is where everything you've heard so far starts to make terrifying sense. Stay till the end, because this isn't just another clue, this is the message they never wanted you to find. Last night, your son received a notification. It looked harmless, a random file, a short text, a simple phrase that could mean anything. But hidden inside it, was the trigger. The signal to begin. The message said only 4 words. The circle is closed. It wasn't a phrase, it was a command. And from that moment, every action, every reply, every click, every hesitation, started feeding the system they built. It's not just digital. It's emotional. They know when your son feels doubt. They know when he pauses before replying. They're using his silence against him. Stay till the end. Because right now, that silence is breaking. There's someone who intercepted the pattern, a quiet observer who has been tracking the activity for weeks. They noticed something strange. Every message sent to your son came from a device registered under a name that looks familiar. It wasn't random digits. It was an alias, built from your initials. Yes, your own name was used to trick him into opening the door. They made it look like you were the sender. That's how deep the trap goes. They didn't just steal trust, they used it as a weapon. Don't scroll. You have to hear this. The observer found a timestamp, buried in the code. It marks a day that's not far away. A day when something important was supposed to happen in your son's life. And that's the exact day they plan to move. Stay till the end. Because before that moment arrives, there's still one chance to reverse everything. But to do that, you need to see what your son saw, the full message. And it's not just text, it's a voice. A voice that sounds familiar. So familiar it will freeze you. Don't skip. Because in the next part, you'll hear the first line of that voice recording. And once you recognize it, you'll understand who's been standing behind this trap all along. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting, the moment of realization that changes everything. My beloved one. Don't skip. Take a breath, because what you're about to hear isn't just a clue, it's the heartbeat of the entire trap. Stay till the end, because this next revelation will make your skin crawl and your mind freeze. The voice message your son received wasn't long. Only 7 seconds. But in those 7 seconds, everything changed. It began softly, almost like a whisper through static. He won't see it coming. A pause. Then the sound of a faint exhale, calm, deliberate, confident. And before it ended, the voice said one more line. Make sure he trusts you first. That was it. No name. No threat. Just words, yet they carried the weight of precision, the tone of someone who knew him. Don't skip. You've heard that voice before. Not in the past few days, not in months. But years ago, in a moment you thought was long forgotten. Stay till the end. Because that's the voice of someone who once stood inside your house. Someone who knew the rhythm of your family. The sound of your laughter. The place where your son hides when he feels overwhelmed. It's not a stranger. It's someone who left, quietly, without closure. And now, they've returned through the one door that never locks, memory. Every word of that message was designed to sound safe. That's why your son didn't panic, he felt comforted by it. He trusted it. And that trust is what made the trap invisible. Don't scroll. Stay right here. Because there's a reason you're hearing this now. That recording wasn't meant to reach you. But it did, because the observer who intercepted it knew one thing. The truth only wakes those who are ready to hear it. And now you're ready. Something huge is waiting. The observer found another clue hidden behind the audio. A digital signature that doesn't belong to any outsider. It belongs to a location. A place you've been to recently. A place that felt too quiet. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, you'll discover where the voice came from. And when you realize who was standing there when it was recorded, you'll finally understand what "the circle is closed" truly meant. Don't skip. What's coming will turn everything you thought you knew, upside down. My dear heart. Don't skip, not now. Because what's about to unfold will leave you breathless. Stay till the end, because the location of that recording holds the final thread to the truth, and once it's pulled, everything else will unravel. The observer traced the voice message. It didn't come from some far-off server, not from an unknown city or a hidden account. It came from somewhere painfully close. A place that still carries your fingerprints. Your voice echoes there. Your memories live there. It came from the old study room, the one you locked months ago. The one no one was supposed to enter again. That's where the message was created. Same air. Same silence. But someone had been inside, moving carefully, almost respectfully, as if they belonged there. Don't skip. You're remembering it now, aren't you? That one evening you heard a faint sound from that direction. A chair moved, a door hinge whispering, a flicker of light under the crack. You told yourself it was nothing. You were wrong. Stay till the end. Because the person who recorded that message wasn't hiding from you. They were testing you. Watching how long it would take for you to notice. The observer recovered a frame from the security log. A blurred image, dimly lit, but enough to see a silhouette. Broad shoulders. A calm posture. Someone who knew exactly where every wire, every camera, every blind spot was. Because they'd been there before. It's someone who once promised to protect your family. Someone who was there when your son was born. Someone who disappeared without a word. And now returned with a mission you never saw coming. Don't scroll. Because what happens next isn't about fear, it's about awakening. The observer is ready to reveal the full image. And once you see it, you'll understand why everything, every silence, every glitch, every uneasy instinct, was leading to this moment. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, the face behind the trap will finally be seen. And when you recognize it, you'll realize this wasn't just about your son. It was always about you. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting, the revelation that changes everything you believed about loyalty, safety, and destiny itself. My beloved soul. Don't skip, this is the moment the truth takes shape. Stay till the end, because the face behind the trap is no longer hiding in darkness. Every second from here carries the weight of everything you've ignored, everything you've felt but couldn't explain. The observer finally sent the full image. At first glance, it looks unclear. A grainy figure standing in the corner of your old study room. The faint light from the desk lamp outlining their face. But as the shadows shift, the details begin to surface. And then you see it. Not a stranger. Not an enemy. But someone your heart never prepared to see this way. Don't skip. Because the face staring back from that image is your own blood. The person who set the trap is your brother. Yes, the same voice that once defended you. The same person who promised to watch over your family. The same one who disappeared quietly and never gave a reason. He's the one who sent the message. He's the one who used your name to reach your son. He's the one who whispered, "Make sure he trusts you first. Stay till the end." Because now, every memory begins to sound different. His laughter, his silence, his sudden distance. All of it was part of something deeper. Something he believed you wouldn't see. He wasn't after harm, not at first. He was after control. Control over what you had, what you built, what he believed was his. And when he couldn't get it through you, he turned to the one person he knew could break your guard, your son. Don't scroll. You need to understand what drove him. It wasn't hate, it was obsession. He wanted to prove that you weren't as untouchable as everyone believed. That even your world could crack. But here's the twist. The observer, the one who's been sending you all this information, isn't a stranger either. They've been inside your story from the beginning. And they know something your brother doesn't. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, the observer will finally reveal themselves. And when you learn who they truly are, you'll understand why this entire chain of events was never random. It was personal. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting, a revelation that turns the entire story inside out. My precious one. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because this is where the entire story flips. Everything you thought you knew about who's helping, who's watching, and who's protecting, changes now. You remember the observer, the unseen hand that intercepted the messages, traced the voice, exposed the trap. You trusted that presence, didn't you? That calm rhythm of guidance. The one that spoke only when you were about to lose hope. But what if I told you, the observer, was never separate from you? Don't scroll. Listen carefully. The truth is, the observer isn't a person. It's the echo of your own intuition, the side of you that never stopped watching. The voice that whispered, "Check again." The same feeling you brushed off when the lights flickered. The same quiet thought that told you, something's not right. You were never being warned by someone else. You were warning yourself. Stay till the end. Because once you understand this, everything about the trap changes meaning. It wasn't just a plan made against your son, it was a test written for you. The trap was never designed to destroy. It was designed to reveal. To show who still listens, who still trusts their own soul, who still pays attention when the world tries to drown that inner voice. And you did. That's why you're here. That's why you heard the whispers before the walls closed in. Because deep inside, the real observer was always awake. Don't skip. There's one last connection you need to make. Your brother wasn't working alone. But not in the way you think. He was guided too. Pushed by the same invisible current that was testing you. Two paths, the same blood, different lessons. One was asked to set the trap. The other was asked to see it. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, the truth about that trap will completely dissolve. You'll realize it was never meant to harm your son, but to awaken something greater in you both. Don't scroll. Something huge is waiting, the moment where every fear turns into revelation, and every shadow starts making sense. My beloved one. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because this is the moment everything shifts from darkness to purpose. The trap you feared wasn't built to destroy your son. It was built to awaken both of you. Listen carefully. Everything you've been through, every sleepless night, every whisper, every unexplained event, wasn't a coincidence. It was preparation. A setup by something higher, something that knew the only way to open your eyes was through pressure. Don't scroll. Because what looks like betrayal often carries the seed of revelation. Your brother, the one you saw as the architect of this trap, he wasn't acting alone, but not with malice. He was being moved, positioned, used. Not by men, not by greed, but by a force that wanted to test your discernment. Stay till the end. The goal was never to take something from you. It was to show you what you'd forgotten. That your intuition is stronger than any deceit. That your spirit sees through what your eyes can't. The observer, your awakened self, stepped in at the right time. To remind you that awareness is your true protection. Not fear. Not suspicion. Awareness. Don't skip. Because right now, as you listen, the trap has already collapsed. What was built in deception is dissolving in truth. And your son, the one they tried to reach. He's safe, but not just safe, he's changing too. Something within him woke up the moment you did. Because when one soul in a family truly awakens, it pulls the others with it, silently, powerfully. Stay till the end. You're standing in the moment where everything you feared turns into clarity. The circle wasn't closed to trap you, it was closed to complete you. It was never about loss. It was about recognition, realizing how deeply you're seen, how strongly you're guided. And how nothing, not even a trap, can defeat the light of awareness. Don't scroll. Because what comes next isn't another mystery. It's a message. A message meant only for you. From the same presence that orchestrated this entire awakening. Stay till the end. Because in the next part, that message will speak directly to your heart. Not to warn, but to bless. Something huge is waiting. Don't skip what's next. My beloved one. Don't skip this part. This isn't a warning anymore, this is a gift. Stay till the end, because these words are meant to reach the deepest part of you. The part that always knew, even when the world doubted. Listen closely. The trap is gone. The storm has passed. And what remains, is truth. Everything that happened, the fear, the confusion, the silence, wasn't a punishment. It was a mirror. To show you what still sleeps inside you. Your strength, your wisdom, your unshakable connection to something higher than fear. Your son was never lost. He was protected, guided through a path you couldn't see. Because sometimes, protection looks like distance. Sometimes, silence is safety. Don't scroll. Because this next truth is the one your heart has been waiting for. You were never alone. Not for a single second. Every delay, every sign, every whisper was carefully placed to keep your soul awake. To make sure you didn't forget who you are. Stay till the end. Because now comes the part that restores everything. You have passed the test. You saw through illusion. You felt what logic couldn't explain. You trusted the still, quiet voice, and that's what saved you. From this moment forward, your path is clear. No more traps. No more unseen plans. Only awareness, light, and peace walking beside you. And your son? He carries the same spark you do. He will rise, stronger, wiser, and untouched by what was meant to break him. Because what was meant to harm, became the very force that awakened you both. Don't skip these last words. When you hear silence again, don't fear it. It's not emptiness. It's presence. It's proof that the universe still speaks. Still watches. Still guides you in ways beyond sight and sound. Something huge has already happened. You woke up. And now, the circle isn't a trap. It's protection. It's completion. It's peace. Stay till the end. Because the end isn't really the end. It's the moment everything finally begins.